Jenwood, June 28th, 2017. Climbing mountains is one of the greatest gifts one can have in life, and getting to climb them with your best friend is something that will always stick in your memory. Jenny, Julie, myself, and Hilly all started the Marshmallow Challenge together on June 28th, 2017 at an iPad training. We all had to work together to try to make this structure that held a marshmallow at the top. Julie was the architect. She had a lot of really good ideas. I was really good at taking pictures. How do we use this string? We were wondering. Maybe we could use it to hold the structured tower that we were building straight up. But in the end, our structure bowed down. And what we would do differently would probably be start with the end in mind and start with the marshmallow first. In the spring of 2017, my friends and I got to go on a trip down to Quito, Ecuador. My friends and I visited the equator. We got to learn about how there's 12 hours of daylight and 12 hours of night. There's also the opportunity to perfectly see the Big Dipper all year long. So we started here in beautiful Jackson, Wyoming, and we went all the way down here to Ecuador. Whilst on the equator, I had perfect balance. It was quite amazing how long I was able to hold a handstand for. It seemed to be like a minute. In conclusion, my friends and I, we were made for each other. This picture was taken in the Houston airport, back in the land of many, 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 many things. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.
These are our takeaways from iPad Media Camp on June 29th, 2017 from Julie,
Hilly,
Jenny,
And Jen.
Our first takeaway is that it's okay to fail, as we demonstrated during our Marshmallow Challenge. It's okay to fail as long as you are learning from it.
Another takeaway is that the projects we've created can support the engagement of all learners, including language learners and students with exceptional needs. The use of media and collaborative work supports students in all domains of language: speaking, listening, reading, and writing. Working collaboratively through media can also reduce the affective filter, giving students more confidence.
Learning is fun. Exploring new concepts using technology as a digital citizen can have many benefits. It offers a great opportunity for student choice in their learning. It's a valuable platform for sharing that learning with other students. As a teacher, it can be used as a form of assessment that has a rubric with expectations.
Another takeaway is the knowledge of apps to use to create narrated slideshows, narrated images, and paper slide videos.
And through it all, this iPad Media Camp highlights the power of collaboration. Together, our ideas were better.
Thanks for watching. If you were to ask your dog a question, what would that question be, and how do you think they would respond?
I have a dog who's about 10 years old. He's an Australian Shepherd Border Collie cross. And I think the question I would want to ask him is, are you happy? Some days he looks at me like he is bored to death. And some days he just wants to run away from me if he's chasing after a deer and he doesn't seem to care about me. But I guess that would make him happy. But I guess I I would ask him, are you happy? And I would hope the answer would be Mom, I have the best life ever.
Okay, Haley, my question for you is, if you could ask your dog any question, what would it be and how do you think they'd respond?
We had the most beautiful yellow lab. Her name was Biscuit. We lost her a year ago, but I've always wondered one thing about her. And that is, somehow we managed to train her to only come to my whistle. If we called her, or if my husband called her, or my daughters, she would just look at us like, yeah, what do you want? But the minute that I could give my big loud playground whistle, she would just come running. And so I've always wanted to ask her, it's like, what are you thinking? Why is it that you only come to my whistle? It might be, she might be saying it's because I was the one that fed her most often, so she was coming for food. But I really don't know. But whatever it was, she was the best dog, best companion we ever had.
I have a dog who's about 10 years old. He's an Australian Shepherd Border Collie Cross. And I think the question I would want to ask him is, are you happy? Some days he looks at me like he is bored to death, and some days he just wants to run away from me if he's chasing after a deer and he doesn't seem to care about me. But I guess that would make him happy. But I guess I would ask him, are you happy? And I would hope the answer would be Mom, I have the best life ever.
So I have two dogs named Kenzie and Nash, and if I could ask them any question, I would probably ask them what their favorite activities were. And if I had to make a guess, I would think that Kenzie would say going on the raft, because she loves going, and the second we start getting the boat ready, she lays under the trailer, so you can't really leave without her. And Nash would definitely, in my mind, I think he would choose hiking, because he likes to be the leader and kind of see what's going on, and he really likes to have adventures.
Okay, Haley, my question for you is, if you could ask your dog any question, what would it be and how do you think they'd respond?
We had the most beautiful yellow lab. Her name was Biscuit. We lost her a year ago, but I've always wondered one thing about her. And that is, somehow we managed to train her to only come to my whistle. If we called her, or if my husband called her, or my daughters, she would just look at us like, yeah, what do you want? But the minute that I could give my big loud playground whistle, she would just come running. And so I've always wanted to ask her, it's like, what are you thinking? Why is it that you only come to my whistle? It might be, she might be saying it's because I was the one that fed her most often, so she was coming for food. But I really don't know. But whatever it was, she was the best dog, best companion we ever had.
This is our celebrity, Wes Fryer. He has written books and opened my eyes to all sorts of possibilities, to using an iPad in both my everyday life and classroom. There is always a new idea to share. We're now able to be producers of information to share, and not just consumers of others' ideas. It takes collaboration with others to make great ideas happen. And when working together, your successes that are much more of a celebration. Who doesn't love a reason to party? Sometimes it feels like you need to climb a mountain to do something well. but it's a lot of little experiences put together that build a team. This would be a fun activity to have students actively participate in their learning and not just kick back and relax.